Rick being AZ here. Got another first world problem that needed to be fixed. This tap, very stiff to turn. It's easy now. I'll show you how I fixed it. It was kind of tough to turn, but now it seems to be turning easier. But it was quite sticky before. That feels about the right resistance. So I'm not sure why it was hard. I think it may be something to do with in here. So I'm going to take it apart, find out what's wrong. Initially, if you look at these things, there is no set screw in them. So the way to get them off is you have to put some tape around the base. So when you get your pair of channel lock pliers out and put it on, you don't scrape it up. So the thread was kind of hard to get off because there's a lot of calcium build-up inside, which I'm now taking off with a thin screwdriver. Yeah, I've got the handle on top of the black plastic piece here. Now this is a spline, and it has one spline that's bigger than all the others, and there's a matching slot for that in here. So you've got to line those up when you put it back on. And then when I try to turn this, it's quite stiff. So the part I need to lubricate, obviously, is this plastic piece inside of the steel housing. Okay, so I've pushed the black piece out, and then when I look at it, there is an O-ring right there. That O-ring needs to be lubricated. It's bone dry. So I'm going to put some plumber's grease on it. This one I got from Ace Hardware. I'm going to put some plumber's grease on that and reassemble it, and it should turn easily now. Don't need a lot, just a little. Make sure it goes around the O-ring. Okay, so I have actually gone a little overboard. I put grease on this little nylon ring. There's a nylon ring underneath the black part that's in here. I've greased up all the insides, the threads, and got it all stuffed back in. Put extra grease around the O-ring, and it's ready to reassemble. The screw that came out, this one, was bare. It wasn't even tight, it was just in there. So when it goes back in, it's not going in tight either. And as you can see from this, I did put a little bit of grease around the shaft here. This shaft rotates, this bit stays still, and I'm not taking this out. Just going to leave it in. And so it's ready to go back on. I believe it lines up here. See, it turns the tap easily. All I've got to do now is screw the base down. Right, so I've decided I'm actually going to tape up the jaws on the pliers. See if that actually works. I think it will. Yeah, I can see it's turning. And you just keep turning this down and just nip when it gets to the very end. Nothing tight. There's a final little nip. It's hard to turn by hand. I can't undo it by hand. And the tap now it's a little easier to turn. No leak. And this one actually turns a little easier than this one, but yeah, it's pretty close now. It was quite stiff before. That's success. So great.